Well, he's starting on the edge of the centre square. We can see him there in screen, Adam Goods. And Ball and Everett will go at it again. Matthews. Swans into attack. O'Loughlin playing the ball long in front. Shawball. Bit of height on the forward line. He won the best and fairest last year playing at centre half back, and he's lined up on the forward line today. Plapp goes wide, finds Gehrig. He's at half back. Aussie Jones has been a real playmaker across that last line of defence. The Plapp. Good kick,
That's
finds
a great kick.
Young. Didn't have to break stride.
Oh, and that's not a great kick.
He was looking for Barry Hall.
Yeah, look, the idea was right. Matthew Young, when he took the mark, he looked upfield, and Barry Hall had broken on the lead, and he had to play on quickly on the left boot, but was pushed off balance just as he made contact, and the ball skewed off the outside of the boot.
Throw in on 50. Everett and Ball just lock horns. Ball did well. Won the contest, loose ball. Callahan, great tackle by Maxfield, one of the best in the business. Takes him over the line.
It's a little bit going on between Ball and Everett. A little bit of acting going on there as well.
Callahan to Hamill. Caught in two minds across the half-forward line. Moyle with good hands. Goes very short and finds Rewalt.
It was a great pick-up on the half volley from Brett Moyle. And a good short pass.
Hall in the square with Dunkley staring him down. Milne also in the square. Blake's on the lead, but Rewalt fancies his chances, and why not?
Great kick.
That's a great kick right to the line.
Let's go.
He may have kicked this. He's got two.
Looking pretty good at this station, Kilda. Getting plenty of drive out of the middle. And the forwards are working pretty well. Barry Hall has two. Now Nick Rewalt has two. Can't ask for much more from a couple of your key forwards. It's interesting at the other end, watching Adam Goods. He has the freedom to come up the ground and basically play as another on-baller for a while. And when he does that, Fraser Gehrig just sits back as a loose defender. They're happy to let him go up there. What they do have to do, however, is be careful that when he comes back down to make sure he gets picked up as he runs back into the attacking 50.
Well, we may be just looking at the start of a very exciting future by Nick Rewalt. He's kicked 2 goals today. He's had a lot of problems this year. He started off with a knee problem, then a shoulder problem. And here he is today. He's already kicked 2 goals. The future looks good. St Kilda are in front by 4 points. The Swans can't go out of the top 8 and mathematically can finish as high as 6th, which of course would give them a home final. 6 plays 7, 5 plays 8. So there's a lot to play for today, but St Kilda haven't been all that bad in recent weeks. Everett, it's been a star for him this year. Blake, hurried kick back to the half-forward line, and Seymour on the stretch takes the mark. Matthews. Hamill closed quickly, always has plenty of presence. Matthews drills it. Wonderful kick. Quick through the air to Creswell. Matthews runs hard, so does Hamill, the chaser. Inside 50, Goods lost sight of it. Now he's got it. The magician. Quick kick, Crouch. Danger here for the Saints. Shawball's going to kick a goal. Bangs it through.
I don't think Andrew Shawball could believe his luck. When the spoil came from Aussie Jones, it just popped straight over the top, off the back of the fist, landed in his hands, and he's 2 metres out. Strolls in and kicks a simple goal. And you won't get too many easier goals than that in league football. Great work from Adam Goods at centre half forward, winning possession of the ball and not turning it over under real pressure.
Lewis and Kennelly and Kirk and also O'Keefe on the interchange bench. For Sydney, they've hit the front 5-4-34, the Saints 5-2-32. Thompson all tied up. Burrowing in hard is Blake. For St Kilda, it's a ball up still inside the centre square.
Big possession winners at the moment, KB. 9 to Aussie Jones for St Kilda. 8 to both Matthews and Goods from the Swans.
Aussie Jones finding a bit of form late in the season. He was also very good against Carlton. Matthews, much improved player. Shawball in front, couldn't take it. Koschitzky got a hand on it as well. Plapp, the tackler. Ball up, 35 metres out from goal. Extra marking power on the forward line with Shawball. No Kelly today and no Swass. Young heads straight for the boundary line. Michael O'Loughlin just barking instructions.
But you mentioned Paul Kelly. He did have a fitness test earlier on today, but they decided that the calf just wasn't worth taking the risk with.
Yes, we'll translate that a little bit later on. We seem to have some audio problem there. Ugly bounce for Seymour. What a player he is across half back. Tough and strong. Goods. Bit of skill and class across the half forward line. Going to ground with Shawball. There's no free kick. O'Loughlin pounced on it. Goes wide. Finds Matthews.
They just set it up very well, didn't they? I think the message Mark Ritter was trying to get across was that he did have a fitness test, Paul Kelly, and they just decided not to risk his calf injury.
You're a genius.
In the extra week.
Must have got that from carrier pigeon. Matthews, he'll shoot from right on 50. Good kick. Distance is there. Straight through the centre.
He's been one of the Swans' best, Ben Matthews, no doubt about that. He's had 10 possessions already, kicked a goal. Some very handy work both in the middle of the ground and also in defence, this time just lurking forward. And a good setup from the Swans. Michael O'Loughlin. A little bit of evasive work and then just a short chip straight across to Matthews, all on his own at the top of the 50-metre arc.
Swans by 8 points. Chant goes around the SCG. Ball. O'Loughlin. Couldn't quite take it. They'll share the ball across half back. Barry to the half forward line looking for Bolton. He's quick at ground level. He's clever play to Matthews. And Nix is going for goal number 3. Ooh, has missed.
Just shaved the post. Would have been a free kick to Jude Bolton. Advantage paid by the umpire. And a good decision because Nix was, he had a pretty clear run to goal.
Aussie Jones goes wide. It's a beautiful kick. Callaghan to Davis. On the centre wing. Just caught in two minds. Wants to go short. He really didn't have any targets up forward apart from young Milne. The Swans are good at getting back. They've got the numbers. Williams runs through, edge of the centre square, and a great kick. Shawball drops a sitter. Everett pumps the ball back. Barry building the wall. Swans really have the players across half back. That's where they like to set it up. Deep into the pocket. Hutchton should take a grab. Didn't quite make enough ground. Couldn't get a hand to it. Recovers to Plapp, to Aussie Jones. No one really to kick it to. He'll have to go to Beetham. And coming down hard is Hamill.
Great contest.
Great presence by Hamill. Made himself a real target. Moyle from centre wing. Deep inside 50. It's all the Swans.
I'll tell you what, Aaron Hamill's picked up a corky from that mark. He is really struggling to move. I think he got a decent corky when he collided with Ben Matthews, who's also feeling the pinch from that collision.
Shawball and Williams combine. Bangs the ball back towards centre half forward Koschitzky. Goes wide is a beautiful kick. Justin Koschitzky. Finds Moyle, gives it across to Young, pumps the ball back. Rewalt is a target, and Seymour claims the mark. Then rockets the ball to Maxfield. Some rebound football. This could catch the Saints out. Maxfield, a real ball carrier, and quick through the air, finds Nix. He's been a real live wire. He's booted 2 goals, 3. He's all over the place. To 50. Koschitzky gets back. Goods hits the ball hard. Gehrig. Jones. The dancing feet. Blake and Thompson will clean up for the Saints. Beetham ran into the umpire. O'Loughlin, those clean hands to Williams. He's got the great foot skills this time. Creswell was too much carry. Beetham puts his head down and burrows in hard. All tied up.
Did you see Aaron Hamill? We noticed him limping. He's trying to run out the stiffness at the moment. It was Ben Matthews, I think he collided with, yep, as they went for that mark, and you can just see him there a little bit ginger. Just starting to move a little bit freer.
4 possessions today and 1 mark to Aaron Hamill. Callaghan, it's been a great pickup. Cross from the Dockers. Young likes to set it up cross half back. And leaping Leo has really found his niche on the half back line. And what a comeback it's been. Expecting to miss all the rest of the season with a bad muscle tear, hamstring off the bone. Now back playing. 6-5-41 the Swans, St Kilda 5-2-32.
Don't forget the i7 Sport website where you can check the league ladder at the end of proceedings today. After we've updated all the other matches, find out where your team sits, i7sport.com.au.
Ball enjoying his best season from outside of 50. Nix looks dangerous.
He didn't hold it.
Didn't quite take it on the way down.
What's he paid?
Well,
he hasn't signalled a mark or a free kick yet.
He certainly didn't mark the ball.
He's calling the other umpire in.
Let's have a look at this replay.
I think they're going to ball it up. Did not control it, and they are going to ball it up, in fact.
Yes, umpire John Harvey, David Howlett, I should say, came down and just indicated that it was not a mark. Umpire David Corcoran bounces. Young just weaved that handball through. Shoveling the ball out is Callaghan. Didn't really hit a target. That's where St Kilda lets themselves down. Just sometimes under pressure. Just turn the ball over. Thompson stands and delivers. To centre half forward, Barry Hall. Maxfield. Finds Williams, comes away from half back, penetrating kick. Saddington on the stretch, couldn't take it. Koschitzky, that was clever play. Got a fist to it for a toss back in. Just under 11 and a half minutes left in the second quarter. 6-5-41 the Swans, the Saints 5-2-32.
A couple of the key matchups, Andrew Thompson and Darren Creswell going head-to-head. Ben Matthews, Brett Moyle, Jared Crouch and Milne as well.
Blake from behind, just scooped up that time by Bolton. He's been pinged for a throw.
And Darren Creswell just sat down, Kirk on.
Blake to the half-forward line. He was looking for Barry Hall. Moyle runs hard. Baker puts his body on the line. Trianides.
And once again, KB, I think that was Darren Creswell sitting down for a brief spell and Brett Kirk back on the ground. A few problems with...
We do have an audio
Mark
problem.
Threader down on the boundary line.
So a chance for the Saints. It's a throw-in on 50. Everett leading this year in hit-outs in the competition. Blake to Hamill, put him under a lot of pressure, did well with strength. Everett, it's a wild kick. Bending it back. Not enough. Through for a behind. One goal, 2 to Peter Everett. Maxfield finds McPherson. It's a wonderful kick. And McPherson pumps the ball back. Young worked hard, got to the front of Goods. He was giving away inches.
It just feels like a real line ball contest at the moment. You just get the feeling that perhaps a little bit of polish at the forward end of the ground may stack things in Sydney's favour. Just a little bit more clinical when they get in front of goals.
Koschitzky got rid of ball. Smothered that time also by Koschitzky. Clever play by Kirk, keeps the ball alive for the Swans. Thompson to Young. So the Saints have to work hard across half back. He was off.
He was off. Got away with it.
Off. Young. It was a change of directions to Blake. So St Kilda trying to move the ball as quickly as possible as Powell has just come onto the ground. It's a poor kick. Got to do better than that. just flopped off the boot. Williams
They're
drills it.
Dominating at half-back, the Swans.
They've been great across half-back since the opening bounce. Chance for Kirk. Squeezed up on the boundary line. He was looking for O'Loughlin. He's got those wonderful hands. Great presence of mind. And Thompson, desperate play, punches it back over the line.
And one of the reasons they're being so dominant at half-back as well, the Swans, they're tending to play a 7-man defence and a 5-man forward line. So there's quite often a loose man drifting across half-back. At the moment, it's Stuart Maxfield.
Powell on for St Kilda. And ball. A bit too big that time for Koschitzki. Here's McPherson. That is a great kick. He's kicked a miracle goal. 2 goals to McPherson. The Swans by 14 points.
And that's what we're talking about, being a little bit more efficient in front of goals, Plugger. That is a tough kick from that pocket.
Yeah, look, he has been fantastic. McPherson, he's been playing forward, he's been playing back, and also has a stint in the middle. And we see him at the moment on the wing, so he has been terrific, not only today, but all the last few weeks he has been very effective.
Swans by 14 points, 7-5-47, 5-3-33 the Saints. And Dale Lewis.
That'll be a welcome return too, KB. Dale Lewis, he hasn't been out there for a while, so...
He's had so many injuries, hasn't he? Yeah. Mark Beretta told us before the game he was going to do a half-time interview with Dale Lewis. I don't think so.
It'll be pretty impressive, fellas, if I do.
Of course, at that stage, you didn't know, Mark, that Swash was going to be out, and also Paul Kelly. Koschitzki. Pretty promising for St Kilda to have 2 big young players, Koschitzki and Riewoldt. 1 and 2 in the draft, being good pickups.
And key players that you can build a team around, Cabo.
You can see Riewoldt, he's already kicked a couple of goals, and Koschitzki's been playing at centre-half back.
Working hard, the Saints. They just can't penetrate that half-forward line, though.
This is where they're falling down. Maxfield has been a real go-to player in this game. Comes from half-back, and that's what he does better than most people in the competition. He's got this penetrating kick. Here's Riewoldt, speak of the devil. He's good on both sides. This kick off balance, though. And Williams has read it well. This could hurt the Saints. Into the forward line. Luff. Thumped away by Plapp. Hitting the ball hard was Bolton. O'Loughlin, a bit of magic. Outside of 50. Squeezes it back. Sannington can kick a goal. Oh, wonderful play by Thompson. I thought he might have been over the line.
So I thought Sannington could have had a shot from there.
Well, he tried to set it up the ball. Now the Saints on the rebound. Koschitzki needs support, does well. Cool under pressure for the youngster. Hamill's the target. He's got 2 to beat. Maxfield can set it up to Williams. And the run comes.
He's wreaking havoc at the moment, Maxfield.
Well, he is magnificent season.
Yep.
Edge of the centre square. Sannington pumps the ball back. O'Loughlin's in front. The big fist come from Hudson. Pouncing on the ball. Strong play was Matthews. Put his body on the line, and Nix can kick a goal. This could bounce through. It could bounce. Wrong side. Well, he's peppering the goals, Matthew Nix. He's booted 2 goals, 4. I reckon
this is Andrew Thompson.
Was over the line,
see the hand pass when Sannington perhaps could have had a shot. He intercepts. Then he just props, and he's holding it about 2 inches in front of the goal line.
You reckon? I thought he was over, Jason.
2 Swans favourites interchanging. Dale Lewis coming on. Troy Luff sitting down.
Plapp. Very short to Milne. He's playing in the forward pocket. It's nearly in the back pocket. Hutchton. So the Saints just sharing the ball around, looking for that opening. You can see all the Swans players, they get back, they man up quickly, they fill up the gaps.
And they're so good at breaking once they then win possession, Cabo.
He's got Hall in his sights. Shove out.
Well, he's just not subtle enough, Barry, is he? He's just...
Oh, he's giving it to the umpire too. Gave him a decent spray.
Not much point going quick at the umpire when...
Well, you might cost yourself a 50. That's the worst thing that can happen.
Particularly when it's obvious as well. Boundary throw in, just 40 metres around from Sydney's goal.
Swans have had a lot more of the play this quarter, but full credit to the Saints' defence. They've been under a bit of siege, but they've been very good.
7-6, 48 the Swans. Saints 5-3, 33. Sydney by 15 points. O'Loughlin to the goal square, to the hot spot. Fixed up. Kicks a goal.
Very clever.
Those quick kicks to the goal square, always so dangerous, puts the defence under a lot of pressure.
And they just look more likely, the Swans, when they do go forward and there's a ball up for dispute. They just look a little bit more likely to be able to turn one or two of them into goals, as opposed to St Kilda at the other end, who have to work and fight tooth and nail to put a goal on the board.
At 6:54, Sydney, the Saints 5-3-33. So the Swans by 21 points. Koschitzki having a turn in the ruck, and so is Goods for the Swans. Beetham hit it hard. Make that correction, Robbie Powell. So it was well done by Powell. He's just come off the bench in this second quarter. He can be a real live wire, but he looks like he's gone.
Yeah, KB, he just came on to replace Brett Knowles, and that looks like it could be the end of him too.
So Knowles, of course, is back on the ground, looking for Hamill, looking for the free kick. Boundary throwing 20 metres around from St Kilda's goal. When Hamill gets up, just feeling the head. So a chance for the Saints. Time clock ticking away. Just under 6 minutes left in the second quarter, and Maxfield is having a ball. 11 possessions. He's kicking and setting up the Swans as O'Loughlin goes wide. Shawball. Missed most of the season. With the finals coming up, he's going to be a big player for Sydney, and Maxfield pumps the ball back. Packer players need a crummer. Kirk, quick snap. Quick snap! Great kick! What a goal!
Yeah, Brett Kirk started on the ground, then spent some time on the bench, but making the most of his return. Pretty happy with that one, and why wouldn't he be? Stuart Maxfield was absolutely running rampant at half-back. Most of the time, loose across half-back, and he's a smart enough player to know when to inject himself into play, where to position himself, and he is absolutely murdering them.
And more importantly, they're actually giving the ball to him because they know he's such a good kick.
Well, he uses it so well. He runs, he bounces, kicks to the right positions and hits his targets.
Well, it's been a long career for Stewie Maxfield. Played his first game under me at Richmond, down at Geelong at Cardinia Park. He's now played over 200 games, Stewie Maxfield, and is enjoying arguably his best ever season of AFL football. It's been rejuvenated. So there's a free kick behind the play. It's coming back to Bolton. 60 plays 33, so all of a sudden it's a 27-point gap. Saddington couldn't take it. Rewalt tries to slap the ball out. Clap. Finds Gehrig. So the Saints trying to run the ball out of the fence. That's where you've got to hit a target. Goes wide. Moyle drills it. Finds Aussie Jones. Has been very lively.
Oh, played on, got himself into trouble.
Just needs a bit more talk by the Saints. Koschitzki finds Moyle. The run comes from Jones again to Peckett. Some hard running by the Saints. Finally, they've forced the ball inside 50. This is where they're falling down badly.
Where's Maxfield? Oh, he nearly got it too. He might still get it yet.
Lewis, as the roar goes up, one of Sydney's favourite sons on the stretch. Williams goes short. He tried to chip it to Nix. Shawball with those quick hands. Nix around the corner. Round the corner and kicks a goal.
Well, he's without doubt one of the best men on the ground, Matthew Nix. He's looked dangerous. Every time the ball's gone forward, he's actually looked likely to get it. He's already kicked 3 goals, 11 possessions. But just the way he's reading the play and just such clean handling on that occasion. Good evasive skills and then tremendous snap over the shoulder, making every post a winner for the Swans, Matthew Nix. And they've opened up a very handy break. In fact, in the space of 5 or 10 minutes, they've basically doubled the Saints' score.
Clouds coming over here at the SCG.
It's got a little bit darker in the last 10 or 15 minutes.
But St Kilda has to do something about the half-forward line and the loose player that's been set up by Sydney. And generally they've been attacking through Maxfield. Bolton, much improved player. O'Loughlin just starting to lift his rating into the pocket. Through for a behind.
Justin Peckett's the St Kilda version of Stuart Maxfield roaming free across the back line. Just not quite as effective as Maxfield at this stage for St Kilda.
And hasn't quite got that kicking power. Players who can kick the ball quickly through the air really can set it up because they move it so fast. Blake to Pickett. So the loose player Tony's just been talking about.
And this is where it is. He just got no one up forward.
Hutchton, change of direction to Plapp. So the Saints just caught in a time warp here. Goes wide, finds Nick Riewoldt. So
of
this
course,
young
when you
man,
take that long to get the ball forward, there's plenty of numbers back for Sydney.
and that's where they get him back. And plenty of them. McPherson belts the ball back towards the boundary line for a toss back in.
It was just a matter of time before the ball got turned over then. Just taking too long to get the ball into the forward line and not giving the St Kilda forwards much chance at all.
Jude Bolton having a breather, and also Troy Luff.
Been a while since their last goal, hasn't it? Very early on in the second quarter.
Everett beaten this time by ball, fresh air shot. Kirk relishing his chances. McPherson out in front. Here comes Nix.
Great kick.
It's a good grab.
Great kick with a great mark also, KB.
Sticky fingers.
He just looks in rare touch today, Matthew Nix, doesn't he?
Well, he's enjoying the challenge up forward. Probably known more as a backman than a forward, but today obviously another option up forward. Rodney had used him there and he's been equal to the task, and he's going to be lining up for his
Fourth goal.
All of a sudden they're just dominating at ground level, Sydney. I mean, the Saints haven't kicked a goal for 20-25 minutes, but they're getting flogged all of a sudden in the takeaways and ball ups and throw-ins around the ground.
Nix came into this game with 19 goals. He's going for his 4th goal of the game. He's causing the Saints all sorts of problems. Can he squeeze it in? Wrong side.
Takes his tally to 3 goals, 5. Gee, what might have been if he had his kicking boots on.
Gehrig.
Now, if he had thought he would have had 8 shots before half time, before this game, he would have been very happy, wouldn't he? 8 shots at goal.
Probably
Incredible.
expect to have a few more on the board than 3, though, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
exactly right.
Plapp goes wide. I think the great Norman Ware, the Brownlow medalist, has kicked the most behinds in a game of AFL football, and that was 14. Knowles goes wide, showing plenty of courage. That time was Thompson. Everett brings the ball away, tries to spear it into centre half forward. O'Loughlin enjoying and relishing a run on the ball, goes wide. Williams, his partner in crime, has marked.
Well, I think he tripped before he could actually play on. That's what he wanted to do, but his
Wanted
legs
to
went
go.
out from under him.
Nix is a target, and so's Lewis.
Oh, Louis! Won't he love that when he gets up with a smile on his face?
There was a big grin.
Have a look at the expression on his face. He can't believe he got up there either. Amazing stuff, and great to see Dale Lewis back in action. One that's fought so hard in recent years against injury, taking the great Sydney. He's laughing on the way down. Taking it over Justin Plapp. He is in 7th heaven. Look at the look of joy on his face. Magnificent.
So Lewis will kick a goal. He's only 20 metres out, directly in front, and hammers it home.
Man that's had so many problems with his arms. He's wearing casts and bandages on both arms. Really struggled the last 2, 3, even 4 years with injury, but certainly one of the most skillful players in the competition, and Rodney Eade would dearly love to have him match fit come finals time. He's the sort of player that can just lift that bit and give you an edge, produce something special for you, and he certainly did it on that occasion, much to his own delight.
Well, we won't stop hearing about that one for the next couple of weeks anyway.
It's been a big second quarter by the Sydney Swans. They lead by 41 points. They've kicked 7 goals to 1. Blake for St Kilda. From that centre square goes wide, finds Thompson, who's worked hard. He's had it 10 times, just took a heavy knock on centre wing to centre half forward. 3 against 1. Everett really made it a contest. 45 metres out from St Kilda's goal. Big pack of players.
I'll tell you one of the things they're doing, Sydney, they're allowing St Kilda to switch the ball and maintain possession when they do get it down back, which gives them time to get the numbers in defence for themselves. You look at their defenders. Aussie Jones, 14 touches. Max Hudson, 9. Fraser Gehrig, 9. Justin Plapp, 11. and Matthew Young 11 possessions. But they're not having any effect when they come forward.
Crouch goes wide. Lewis with the flight. Keeps on for Sydney. Platt does well across half back. Great interception by Schauble. Runs inside 50, runs to 30 and closes and kicks a goal. What a turnover.
We keep harping on it, KB. The skill errors kill you, don't they? That's the difference between a lot of these sides. It's quite a simple case of hitting and missing targets. Justin Platt, he tries to square it up. He goes a bob each way. Doesn't go short to Kazitsky, doesn't go long to Young. Lands somewhere in the middle. Stolen by Andrew Schauble, and he has a bounce and runs in and kicks a very good goal. Kicks his second. Shows a bit of toe, has a bounce. Doesn't he love that one once he drills it?
Well, the siren will sound on the bounce of the ball. It's been an 8-goal second quarter for Sydney. Just 1 goal to St Kilda. That came at the 2.5-minute mark of this second quarter. And the Sydney Swans now lead by 47 points after leading by just 2 points at quarter time. It was a horror second term for St Kilda, and you can see the expression on the face there of Peter Everett, an expletive as the siren sounded. He realised